Yowie Chasers, how he's going? Alrighty, we're at Castlereagh. We're going to this place here, the Castlereagh Cemetery. So Castlereagh is in New South Wales, Penrith. It's out west of Sydney. This is actually the bottom of the Blue Mountains. It's also like Nepean River, Warragamba Dam, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's not far from Penrith. I'm not sure on the distance. But anyway, that's where we're going today. So old mate was out ghost hunting. We'll get on with the story in a sec. But before we do, um, the fella that sent this in, he actually told me that the Yowie hunters had a sighting. There's a report done. It's report number 186. So it was just 10 minutes away from here, 5-10 minutes away, at Glenbrook or Emu Plains, which is the next couple of suburbs down. So I thought, oh, I'll just go and have a quick listen to this, just to refresh it. And then I was like, I'm watching, and I go, you know what? I haven't even heard this one before. So thanks for sending this sighting in, because I never actually heard this. I never actually heard this report, but um, in this report, what happens is everything I've been saying about ridgelines, guys, and how yowies hide in lantana, where this one wasn't. They were hiding in a thorn bush. Same sort of thing, okay? So I'm so glad I got to watch that video, because, like I said, it 100% confirms what I've been telling people, how to find yowies, okay? And we'll get more into it. We'll at the end of this video, we'll do this first, and we'll go and have a chat about that and everything that happens in that video. So stick around, that'll be at the end. And then I just want to thank everyone that wished me well with the gout. A funny story, last night, today's Wednesday, last night I thought I got rid of it. So I was getting a bit confident, walking around. I've got a walking stick, so I try not to put any weight on it, because it's a nightmare, seriously. If you've never had gout, like, oh yeah, it's just, you just can never get your foot comfortable. So what happened was, I went to bed last night, everything was sweet, and then I remember how I told you I got a mate that's a supervisor for main roads, so he looks after all mowing crews and that. So he's rang me, he's talking to me to midnight, because he's bored, and then they were going for lunch or whatever, and then I went, oh yeah, I'm going on TikTok. So I was on TikTok to 1 o'clock. I like watching any conspiracy, anything that's weird in the world. Okay, I love watching stuff like that. And then I'm like, oh, I better go to sleep. So I've gone to sleep. My foot was great. I was feeling really good, eh? I woke up at 4:30 this morning in pain. I was like, no, what happened? I don't know what happened, but I've had another attack in my ankle again, on the right side of the ankle. It's like my right foot, so it's where the bone thing sticks out of your ankle, all around that. Oh, it's so sore. Anyway, so I dropped a tablet at 4:30, a couple more at 9:30, and then I had about another one at 1:30. Anyway, at the moment, it feels good. So I can move my toe. There's like a bit of swelling in my toe. My ankle, I can move backwards and forwards. There's a tiny little bit of pain, but not much, so that's good. That's a good sign. I reckon by tomorrow this will be cleared up. Anyway, so yeah, I just noticed that one guy wrote in the comments about orange juice. And he said, "Yeah, don't drink orange juice." I said, "Yeah, yeah, that's what I know. That's what it was, because that stuff's got heaps of fructose in it, and that's the stuff that is bad." And I hadn't done anything else different. Besides drink orange juice, it's got to be the orange juice for sure. Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to thank everybody. Um, yeah. All right, so we'll get on with this thing. So, hey, if anyone's in this area or anywhere, it doesn't matter where you're from, send your sighting in. You can send it in the Yowie Chase, or you can send it into. You can just post it on YouTube if you want, or just go to my Facebook page, Yowie Chaser. Yeah. So, all right, let's get on this story. Like I was saying, these guys were going ghost hunting because they'd heard a few like stories about this cemetery. There's actually a lot of land there, really. Anyway, let's have a look at this place. All right, as you can see, it's really open, eh? It's really old. Look how old these are. Well, that's fresh. Those flowers there look pretty fresh. What's that? Is that a camera? We even got cameras in there. So yeah, it looks pretty old. It does. I wonder if it still gets used. So anyway, that's where these guys were going. Was that the road? I want to see if it's open. You wouldn't think it would be open. It doesn't look like it'd be open. All right. So yeah, that's the cemetery, and so it does look haunted. It looks spooky, man, eh? All right. So I forgot to ask him if they actually got to the cemetery or not. I don't know if they did or if they didn't. All I know is that they got to this house here, and when they were here, they started hearing sticks banging together. All right. And they were like, well, what is that? Anyway, so I forgot to tell you, this is back in 2017, right? So it's 2 o'clock in the morning, perfectly clear night, nothing going on. It's there's four of them all up, so it's old mate and his three mates, and they're going to check out this cemetery. They obviously, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if they've made it there or if they're coming back. I'd say they were coming back because obviously they've upset something in here and started seeing what they're up to. So when they got to here, this is when they heard like sticks banging together. So old mate's gone and started looking into sticks. So he's found a video where the Aboriginals bang sticks together. I don't know what it's called. They're just like little sticks. So it's like a little I don't know, drum sort of thing. Now, um, that's what if you remember ages ago when I crashed my motorbike. I'd gone out to a place. This is out the back of Jim Boomba, back of Undulla, it's called. This is where a mate got bogged in the bush at night. So they were bogged, their battery went flat in their car, and I think it was around 1 o'clock in the morning. That's all they heard was like sticks banging together, or that's what he first said. I said, "Do you think it could have been a stick hitting a tree?" He goes, "Oh yeah, it could have been," but he did say to me it was sticks, someone banging sticks together. So it sounds like exactly the same sound, the same thing. So yeah, it's exactly the same as this. So they heard these noise here behind here, right? Anyway, then they're walking back home. So they've walked down this street. Whatever it was has followed them. Right, still banging the sticks together. Right. Now I don't want to move this map too much because if I do, what happens is the thing that I'm using to record stops recording and I lose the whole thing. So I'm only going to show you here. So they walked all the way down to here, and whatever it was followed them again. So you look at this. Some could easily follow them through the bush without probably disturbing animals or whatever, but was banging these sticks the whole way. So yeah, it's a pretty trippy story. What do you guys reckon? Do you reckon it's ghosts? Do you think it could be Yowie? Is it an Aboriginal spirit? Well, I don't know on this one. Like I said, it did happen to me, mate. They never see nothing either, so they just heard the sticks banging together or tree knocks. I put it down to tree knocks, but I do remember him saying it sounded like someone hitting two sticks together. So there you go, same thing as we got here. Now I don't really know the history of any of both of these areas, so I suppose because the river's down here in the Nepean River, there's probably a lot of Aboriginal spirits in the area. I don't know. Maybe someone Aboriginal could tell us what they think. Like I said, I don't really know. Anyway, so that was back in 2017. Now, since not long ago, he's gone back there with his girlfriend, and it was just late in the afternoon, and didn't hear nothing, but just felt creeped out about the whole area. So Like if someone was watching him, he said. So that's normally a Yowie sign. Hey, Yowie's here. Look, they could be. People think that they can't get around. They can't. I've heard that. I've heard sightings. In suburbia, like they can be anywhere. And if they've got a bit of bushland, they'll get there if they have to. All right. Once again, I want to thank old mate for sending it in because it's something different. Plus, it's led to me listening to the Yowie Hunters video. All right. So we'll get into that. So, like I said, it's number 186. Why is it doing that? It's number 186. If you just want to go listen to it. So these guys have gone. They're only just down the road from here as well. So they're going looking for He's going with his boss or something. They're going shooting rabbits, and they're out on this guy's land, and old mate sees a rabbit just as they're about to give up, and it runs up. So up on top of the ridgeline is a two big thorn bushes, and when old mate sees the rabbit, the dog takes off after the rabbit. It was like a Doberman. Then old mate sees a Yowie, right, jump from one thorn bush to another thorn bush, which was 3 meters away. Now, as you would know, there's no way me and you could walk into a thorn bush. We'd get torn to pieces. We'd probably get stuck. But this Yowie actually jumps from thorn bush to thorn bush, right? All right. So now the rabbit runs into a little hole. Okay. Now that's where the Yowie's just jumped into. Okay. It's jumped into that thorn bush. The dog's chasing it, and obviously it can't fit through the hole, so it dives into this hole, and obviously trying to get the rabbit, but it can't fit in there, or it doesn't want to go in there. Not. And then he this guy that's telling the story, he goes around the back to see if he could see what he's seen, because he's seen this big Yowie jump from the. He can't see anything. His mate's yelling out, "Hey, come and help me, man! I can't get the dog out." So the dog is stuck in this thorn bush, right? And as old mate walks around, he goes, the dog gets pulled into the thorn bush while old mate's hanging onto it. So obviously the Yowie is trying to shut the dog up while old mate's trying to pull it out, and then they both end up getting it out. So and then old mate goes away, gets his dog out, and his dog's got thorns in it and whatever. Old mate sticks his head in there, and he's a bloody Yowie staring at him, right? And he reckons it was like a female sort of Yowie. Yeah, so go listen to the story. So yeah, it's a pretty good story. Now, here's the interesting thing. Like I've been saying to everybody, even with the Lantana the other day in that where I was walking along that Claggy Bar track, I've been told of stories of how they make tunnels in Lantana. All right. Oh, I don't know if I've told this story, but well, hang on, I'll tell you in a sec. One of my mates they found one by mistake, right? But I'll tell you in a sec. So I've had a few people say that they've seen him in the Lantana. Um, so now this one's in a thorn bush, which is pretty much well similar. And that's what I say. I've said in another video, just say you walk on ridge lines, because that's where Yowies are. They're just below the ridge lines. They're not on the top of the ridge line. They're just below the ridge line. And they'll either be in a nest, they'll either be in a tree. They can nest in a tree. They can nest on the ground, or they can be in a lantana. Well, now we know they're in thorn bushes. So anything that's solid bush, they know humans aren't going to go into it. So if you see anything thick and scrubby that we would not go into because we're going to get torn apart, maybe what we need to do is get a camera and stick it on a 2 meter pole, like a little GoPro. Stick it on on the end of a stick. That's a good idea. I might have to do that myself. And just jam it into the bush, jam it into Lantana, and just have a quick look around. There you go. There's a new trick. You could probably do that. We could probably get extendable poles and put them, when you're walking out in the bush, and stick them up higher too. You could probably just keep extending the pole, but I don't know, probably be a pain to carry. Anyway, so old mate stuck his head in. Like I said, he's seen the Yowie. And yeah, he reckons it changes its face, and I don't know. But anyway, this guy's a good witness, and like I keep saying to everyone, no one will ever believe me, okay? And I can assure you, all the sightings, well, I keep saying it over and over and over again, they're always near a ridge line in this certain area. Now, there's still one part I'm not telling you about what part of the ridge line they're in, but there's a certain part of a ridge line that they'll be in, okay? And there's a few things you got to find. There's got to be good water for starters, okay? There has to be good water, all right? And obviously somewhere where they can hide, like a cave, like where this one was, and so have you. So yeah, I can't, I don't know why I haven't heard this bloody, I don't know why I haven't listened to this report. So anyway, go and listen to it. It confirms everything I've been saying. That's where they'll be. That's why I always tell people, if you're walking along a ridge line and you're looking down, you need good eyes. You've got to have very good eyes. Like, you can walk straight past them. Um, and even if you don't see them, it doesn't not mean they're there. They still could be there. Like what happened to me the other day. Um, I don't know if that was a Yowie or not. No idea. But it's just weird how everything that happened is what I. When you get Yowie signs, that's what people tell you. But they'll tell you the batteries went flat. Felt like I've been watched. I heard a noise. Um, like I seen all those bushes move, but I didn't see anything that made them move. Was it like a shadow? Was it invisible at the time, and that's why I didn't see it? But like I said, I seen those bushes move. Now, can I should have been whatever moved them. I should have been able to see it because it happened at the top. I seen the tops of them all move like something walking through, but invisible, I suppose. So now and once again, that's what I'm saying. If you're up on a ridge line, you're walking ridge lines, and you're looking down the hill, and you're near a creek, you want to have a real good look at what's there. And if you see anything that's really bushy, just go and have a look. If you can't get in there, do what I just said. Get a camera on the end of a stick and poke her in. All right. And also, what else? So yeah. Now, the lady that's doing the interview, her name's Sarah, right? Does anyone know what happened to Sarah? How come she doesn't do the interviews anymore? Who reckon? Oh, she was the best interviewer, right? Like, she just, I don't know, she's just got that voice for doing Yowie interviews. Hey, that's what I reckon. What do you guys reckon? But I don't know, she hasn't done any more. It's back to the Yowie hunter. I think we need to get Sarah back doing it. And just the way she talks to people, and I don't know how she interacts with them. She's actually pretty good at doing it. All right, so that that's about it. That's all. I think I've got. All right, I'm just gonna have a think. Oh, that's what else I was gonna say. The guy actually says that its face changed. Went more like a dog, which is interesting because he the milkman's just a name I've given another guy. He's just the guy that started doing Yowie stuff, and he's seen a dogman in the bush, which look, I don't know exactly where that was, but I'm guessing it was somewhere along the Nepean River. So he was kayaking and he looked in the bush and he took a photo of something that looks like a German Shepherd. Now people have been there and looked at it, but it they're saying how high up it would have had to been to be able to look over all the bush, right? So they've got close to the area. They haven't got to the exact area from what I know. Now, they're saying it's got to be 9 or 10 foot tall. This dog man that they seen, I believe it's somewhere along that river. All right, so you've got a 9, 10 foot dog man, right? This is what they say it is. Well, this is what there is a photo of it getting around. The head on a 9 or 10 foot dog man would be huge. So this thing in the photo, it might be just the photo, I don't know. But the head on it does not look that big to fit a 9 or 10 foot body. So it must be this huge dog man, but with a tiny, tiny little German Shepherd's head, because that's what it looks like. It just looks like a German Shepherd's head. I'll guarantee it's pareidolia, but it does look like a German Shepherd's head. But pareidolia is a crazy thing. And then not even up further, there's another guy that's got his own. He's got his own Yowie show. He's actually a Hollywood star. He had a sighting. I believe it was at Glenbrook, which is just up further. Well, it's not a sighting. He didn't even know it happened. But he's gone back over his video and he captures something at the end. He looks up the mountain in the camera. I don't even know if he's looking up the mountain, but it catches something up the top of the mountain, right? Now, he says it's a yowie and it's got to be at least 10 foot tall. To me, it just looks like, when you move your camera and they don't focus straight away, to me, that's all he's captured. The camera's turned and it's been looking at something else and then it's just pulled it across the screen. Anyway, that's what I reckon that was. But anyway, he's going on that it's a bloody 10 foot yowie, and like, seriously, you got to have X-ray vision to see it. But anyway, all right, now I'm pretty sure that's all I wanted to say. Just if anyone's got any sightings, send them in and we'll get them out. Another guy's sending another sighting. We'll get onto that. That was Mo Long. He was heading to Dubbo. I'll get that one done. I'll get that one done soon as well. So yeah, all right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Cheers. See ya.